Today, you're going to participate in a visual treat. You will see the story of Ram as depicted in the largest epic of ancient world literature, Srimad Valmiki Ramayan. Ramayan literally means Ram's journey. It follows Ram, the seventh incarnation of God Vishnu, his miraculous birth, his exile, leading to his victory over the demon king Ramayan and his return to the throne of Ayodhya. In today's show, it's my privilege to be your Sutradhar, your narrator, linking multiple stages of the story into one fine, gripping, mesmerizing tale. So my dear friends, please open your hearts and minds, switch off your mobile phones, and entrench yourself into the centuries-old Adi Kavya, the first poem of ancient India, Ramayan. Once upon a long time, on the banks of the river Sarayu, stood the beautiful and legendary city of Ayodhya, where King Dussehra ruled. He had 4 sons, born quite close to one another: Ram, the twins Lakshman and Shatrughan, and Bharat. Dussehra enjoyed watching his sons grow, but Ram always occupied a very special place in his heart. Ram and Lakshman were very close and inseparable even as children. When Ram and his brothers were 9 years old, they leave the royal palace to live and study at the Gurukul of Vasishtha, one of the greatest sages. The meeting of Ram and Sita forms one of the most beautiful descriptions in the Ramayana. The princess visits the lush gardens of Mithila, where Ram is spellbound to see Sita, who's praying in the temple. Ram and Sita fall in love. It is love at first sight. Ram participates in Sita's swayamvar, where the bride selects her husband. Ram strings Lord Shiva's bow effortlessly and snaps it into 2 pieces. Mithila is overjoyed. Ram and Sita are thus united in marriage, and they depart from Janak's kingdom for Ayodhya. When they arrive in Ayodhya, Dussehra wants Ram to be the next king. Ages ago, Dussehra had granted Kaikeyi 2 boons. She demands Bharat to be the next king and Ram to be banished to the forest, also called Vanvas, for 14 years. Ram and Sita, duty-bound in their dharma, decide to leave the palace. Lakshman also follows them. Bharat is devastated when he learns of Ram's exile. He believes Ram to be the rightful king. He follows Ram to the forest and convinces him to return. Ram, the righteous, refuses. Bharat takes Ram's padukas, his wooden footwear, back to Ayodhya and places them on the throne, symbolic of Ram's rule. In the forest, Surpanakha, the sister of the 10-headed king Ramayan, falls in love with Ram. On facing rejection from Ram, Surpanakha returns to her demon form and attacks Sita. This angers Lakshman and he cuts off her nose and ears. She flees from there, vowing to seek revenge. Surpanakha's plan works. Raman uses his magician uncle Marich to transform into the most beautiful golden deer to allure Sita. She begs Ram to get the deer. When Ram shoots at the golden deer, he cries out in Ram's voice, "Oh Sita! Oh Lakshman!" Sita, fearful for Ram's life, urges Lakshman to help Ram. Lakshman draws a circle around the hut, famously called Lakshman Rekha, and leaves to rescue Ram. At this moment, Raman appears as a saint. Disregarding Lakshman's warning, Sita steps outside the circle. Ram and Lakshman search for Sita. They meet the bleeding Jatayu, who tells them that Raman has taken Sita. During their search, they enter Kishkinda, the kingdom of monkeys, Sugriv the king, and Hanuman, the faithful devotee.
Jaya Jaya Ketana Jaya
Hanuman finds Sita under a grove of trees in Lanka and gives her Ram's ring to identify himself. Ravan's soldiers find Hanuman and set his tail on fire. Hanuman flies into the air and spreads this fire into the entire city of Lanka. On Hanuman's return, Ram, Lakshman, and the army of monkeys use floating stones to build a bridge across the mighty ocean and reach the shores of India. The great battle of good over evil begins, and good prevails over evil. The Dussehra represents the victory of light over darkness, wisdom over ignorance, in the triumph of Ram over the demon king, Ramayan.
जीत तुम्हारी जीत हो, विजयी हो। जाओ, कुंभकर्ण को निद्रा से जगाओ। कुंभकर्ण, आज तुम्हारे भाई के प्रति कर्तव्य निभाने का समय आ गया है। जाओ, राम, लक्ष्मण और उसकी सेना का संहार करो।
is established on earth. Ram, Lakshman and Sita returned to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile on the day of Diwali, the festival of lights. This brings us to the end of this year's Ramleela. I, your Sutradhar, wish you all a very happy Dussehra. Jai Shri Ram.
Yes, yes. Jai Shri Ram.